The team head back to base only to find it's been completely abandoned, no sign of Heather or the bugs, with signs everything's been left untouched for a long time. As they sit down to eat, they wonder out loud what happened to everyone, triggering a hologram of Heather who explains that she thought the entire group had been wiped from existence. The system somehow not noticing Reed had restarted the universe, and whatever he did shut down their communications. She destroyed much of the Panopticon and drank herself into oblivion, while the bugs decided to move on and teleported elsewhere, but eventually Heather picked herself up and repaired the damage before just going back to her universe. And the team discover they've been gone for 6 months. The team set to putting everything back, including trying to recruit Heather again, only to find she's pregnant and too excited to be a mother to rejoin the team. Sabretooth trains Psylocke to fight Slaymaster in their simulation room, I guess they have now, while Miguel puts the finishing repairs on everything, getting an alert as soon as he's done. He recalls the team and explains the situation, Psylocke staying behind to monitor them, while the others go to a version of New York. Here, Doom is the founder of the hero team, the Four Fantastics, who are after the duo of Mole Man and She-Hulk. Blink tries to reason with them, but Mole Man stuns and runs off with her before Morph and Miguel arrive. They fight She-Hulk, Sabretooth taking her down, where they also learn that Mole Man is actually Reed Richards, who reveals to Blink to be much shorter than his cyborg body would suggest. He explains that the world has actually been conquered by Doom, who has erased everything he disagrees with, including the ability to understand humor. The rest of the team are invited to Doom's mansion, where they have a good time, but Longshot also feels that something's wrong, heading out into the city where he detects no passion among the populace. Morph follows and Longshot explains, but Morph argues it's not their place to interfere. Just then, Blink appears and teleports them to a meeting with Reed, who further explains that Doom appeared to the world as a savior who eliminated hunger and disease, the population following his every command, while everyone who didn't was destroyed or brainwashed. And we later learn the heir slowly alters brain chemistry to become more compliant toward Doom, as seen with She-Hulk, clearly brainwashed and acting differently than she was earlier, now fighting against Reed, with Hulk and Human Torch in tow. The team defend themselves but are forced to retreat, the Fantastics reporting their failure to Doom, who was too busy studying the Talus he stole from Sabretooth after he was seduced by Sue Storm. He creates his own prototype and equips an armed team with it to see where it leads. Meanwhile, Psylocke has a vision of reality crumbling when she's suddenly saved by a mysterious but kind couple who explain reality is unraveling and only she can save it. She awakens to find a version of Kitty Pryde who refers to herself as Cat and recognizes Psylocke as Captain Britannica from her reality. She injures herself trying to face through the wall, and Psylocke takes her to the infirmary, where they hear Doom's mercenaries arrive and disable the Heather hologram. Psylocke confronts them only to be taken down, while Cat doesn't put up a fight. The squad explore the Panopticon, marveling at how big it is, when they're suddenly assaulted by John, who is finally woken from his coma and is as confused as they are, but still saves Psylocke and Cat before their DNA was altered to fit Doom's world. Meanwhile, Doom's Fantastics, who now include Sabretooth, Miguel, and Miguel's new girlfriend Gwen Stacy, all hunt down the Exiles, but they're ambushed by the team, putting up a strong fight, but they eventually have to retreat. At the same time, Reed confronts Doom, revealing he still has his stretching powers, are proving more than a match for Doom, who hasn't had to do his own fighting in a while. Doom attempts to teleport his world to the Panopticon, where he'll conquer all of reality, but it just returns his team. Reed waxes poetic on the human spirit, all while Doom somehow drains the world of life, turning into a large mutant of himself that explodes, taking the entire world with him, also throwing off the Exiles' teleportation and scattering them across dimensions. Again, Sabretooth saves a male version of Mystique named Mystic from Mercenaries, Morph saves a version of Rogue from the Avengers, Miguel is dropped onto a beach where he's saved by a version of Mary Jane, and Blink finds herself in a cabin containing pictures of herself, where she's rescued by the older couple from earlier and brought back to the Panopticon. With their help and Cat's technological know-how, they find their scattered friends and bring them back, including Rogue and Mystic, but Miguel is happy with Mary Jane and stays behind. They still haven't found Longshot, but Sabretooth senses he's somewhere in the Panopticon.